Please subscribe.
Everything Jaguar Land Rover touches seems to turn into gold. But with such award-winning success, and the earnings growth to match, the expectation from every new launch keeps growing. So can the all-new Range Rover Velar prove the business still has the Midas touch? The Velar slots in between the Range Rover Evoque and Range Rover Sport models, and provides a new look to the family. Slim LED head and rear lights that wrap further around the sides of the vehicle, a more sloping grille and flush door handles upgrade the Range Rover look. It is a clean and uncluttered style with subtle detailing, like the crease line running from the front light into the trunk through the elongated side vents. And it's evidence that design manager Gerry McGovern is to minimalist automobile design what Mies Rohe is to minimalist design. Land Rover calls it reductionism, and that is even clearer in what is one of the most stunning interiors we have ever seen. The traditional, clean horizontal dash is intersected by a central part running from the console up to the all-new Touch Pro Duo infotainment system. These twin 10-inch touchscreens are a work of art and a little genius. But when the vehicle is switched on, the panels spring to life with crisp, high-definition displays, and the top unit swivels forward by 30 degrees to greet you. Integrated into the base of the lower screen are two larger dials with their own LED displays, and a central volume knob. The bottom monitor controls the heating and ventilation in addition to the advanced terrain response system, with the two dials working with either setting. The upper screen will look after navigation, telephone and audio systems, while both screens are simple to use, swiping from one control to the next. There's an in-car Wi-Fi hotspot should you want one, while the car will learn your routes and make suggestions to prevent traffic or assist you in finding a parking space. There are 3 Meridian stereos to pick from, too. It's not all great news, though. Land Rover and Jaguar still can't help if you would like to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The business is definitely lagging way behind its rivals in that respect. But there's no indication of the self-driving kit offered on the Volvo XC60. On the topic of which, the range kicks off at number 44,830 for the base model Velar with the 178 bhp 4-cylinder diesel. SE costs another number 3,940, while HSE adds a further number 6,500 for range-topping luxury, unless you get the first edition model. If you want a sportier appearance, our dynamic will set you back a further number 2,420. Other engines include another 2 diesels, a 2.0-liter with 234 bhp, in addition to a 296 bhp 3.0 V6. It's beautiful and well-equipped, but not affordable. It won't cost pennies to run, either, with a claimed 44.1 miles per gallon and 167 grams/km of CO2. Our test route in Norway was devoid of motorways, so we will have to wait and see how the Velar fares on a cruise, but it looks like a supremely refined car. As you'll faintly recognize that it is a V6 diesel under the bonnet if you accelerate hard, that's about it. On the larger wheels and tires you'll see a bit of road noise, though that's mainly down to the silence of the engine and the low amount of wind noise. Performance is brisk for a car weighing tons also. It's less about the 6.1 second 0 to 60 miles per hour time as the almighty shove from the 700 Nm of torque, which makes the diesel more fun than the supercharged petrol model. Throttle response is good, too. The Velar sits on exactly the exact same chassis as the Jaguar F-Pace, but our car came with additional air suspension. The Velar still feels fairly firm, yet dismisses bumps and holes with disdain. The steering is meaty enough but with a slightly languid approach, while that firmish ride can help to limit body roll. As you'd expect, this car will cope with far more off-roading than the huge majority of owners will tackle, with a plethora of advanced trickery in the terrain response settings. At 4,803 mm the Velar is a little longer than the F-Pace, while the 2,874 mm wheelbase is identical. The Range Rover's 632-litre boot is marginally down on the Jag's 650 litres, but the newcomer's interior quality is a significant step up. Given the steep prices, we were disappointed by the space in the rear of the Velar. If the driver is tall enough to need the seat as far back as it will go, and you might want to if you're 6 feet tall or more, knee room in the back isn't luxurious. In actuality, it is not much better than in some new Super Minis. We expected more.